At least 25 people were killed in a violent shootout in Rio de Janeiro on Thursday, in one of the state's deadliest police raids yet. TV images showed drug traffickers in the Jacarezinho neighborhood trying to escape, running across rooftops, as police arrived in armored vehicles and helicopters flew overhead. Forcing residents to shelter in their homes, the firefight was the deadliest police operation in Rio in over a decade. The state has long suffered from drug-related violence. Police said the victims included suspected members and leaders of the drug trafficking gang, which dominates life in the slum, as well as one police officer. Police said in addition to drug trafficking, the gang robbed trucks of cargo and held up commuter trains to steal from passengers. At a news conference on Thursday, police displayed an arsenal of seized weapons, including a machine gun, 6 assault rifles, and dozens of handguns and grenades.
Soldiers in the Democratic Republic of Congo patrol villages in Beni, where the armed group Allied Democratic Forces, or ADF, has killed thousands of Congolese in recent years. 2 provinces have now been placed under military rule: North Kivu, where rebels including the ADF operates, and Ituri, where ethnic militia have been fighting each other, killing civilians and displacing many more. A state of siege was declared by President Felix Tshisekedi last week. He has put the army and police in charge of administrative, court and local policing affairs. 2 generals have been appointed as governors, replacing those who were elected. Some human rights activists say they're worried that civil liberties are now at risk, and the forces, often accused of rights violations, corruption and indiscipline, could exploit this new power.
These passengers are on the last flights out of Kathmandu as Nepal suspends international air travel. Like neighbouring India, Nepal is reeling from a deadly second wave of the coronavirus. The porous border between the 2 countries has contributed to skyrocketing case numbers. Nepal's main towns and cities are in lockdown. The Health Ministry says the situation is unmanageable. Doctors and nurses are being pushed to their limit. Nepal has called for international help. As case numbers hit record highs, the country's neglected healthcare system is facing collapse.
Now, a contentious land rights case has triggered violent clashes between Israeli police and Palestinian families. The land rights case might lead to possible eviction of Palestinian families as tensions mounted overnight. 22 people have been left injured and 15 arrested in Sheikh Jarrah for misconduct. Now, Palestinians and Israeli settlers hurled rocks and chairs at each other before Israeli police moved in to separate them. A car was also set ablaze, and it was not clear immediately who did it. The Israeli firefighters extinguished the fire. Water cannon was deployed by police to deal with Palestinian protesters. Remember, Israeli troops had shot and killed a 16-year-old Palestinian boy during clashes.
Twitter suspended several accounts for promoting statements from former U.S. President Donald Trump's blog this week and helping to evade the ban on his account. Before the ban, Trump had more than 88 million followers. Twitter booted him from the platform after the deadly siege on the U.S. Capitol by Trump supporters in January. On Tuesday, a page was added to Trump's website, dubbed From the Desk of Donald J. Trump. There he posts messages that can be shared by his audience to both Twitter and Facebook. A Twitter spokesman said in a statement, quote, "As stated in our ban evasion policy, we'll take enforcement action on accounts whose apparent intent is to replace or promote content affiliated with a suspended account." A Trump representative said they had nothing to do with the suspended accounts. Twitter said Trump's ban is permanent, even if he runs for office again.
So this morning at approximately 9:08 a.m., a 6th grade female student retrieved a handgun from her backpack. She fired multiple rounds inside of the school and out. She injured 3 people. 2 of them are students and 1 of them is a school employee. During the shooting, a teacher disarmed the student and detained her until law enforcement took her into custody.
The Delhi police has now arrested 3 people in connection with selling painted fire extinguishers as oxygen cylinders to relatives of COVID patients. Now, following a complaint received from a local resident, a raid was conducted in Alipur area where over 500 empty fire extinguishers painted black and fitted with nozzles were seized. The police have seized 532 fire extinguishers, iron gas cylinders of different sizes. Cash of 49,500 rupees has also been recovered in this particular raid.